Dear students, it is business studies of class 12th. Dear students, it is fourth chapter of your text, that is planning. I already told you that what is planning. I gave you some definitions of planning. I told you that what are the features of planning. Today let us know what is importance of planning. आज हम ये जान लेंगे कि प्लानिंग जो है इसकी अहमियत क्या है। अगर प्लानिंग न हो तो क्या हो जाएगा। किसी भी मैनेजमेंट के लिए प्लानिंग की कितनी ज़रूरत है। मैंने आपको पिछले इस लेक्चर में बताया that planning involves what to do, how to do, when to do, and who is to do. I told you that planning is related to future. It is futuristic. It is continuous process. It is a mental exercise. So many things were attached with planning. Now let us know that if there is no planning, what would happen? क्या हो जाएगा प्लानिंग के बगैर? First thing is that planning provides direction. यानी प्लानिंग जो है ये एक मैनेजमेंट को एक सिमत, एक डायरेक्शन, एक रास्ता दिखाता है। अगर प्लानिंग न हो तो मैनेजमेंट को आगे बढ़ने का कोई रास्ता नहीं होगा। then there will be no way out to proceed ahead. How it is possible that any management can start his work? There is no any proper way to show the direction to any type of management. So planning, when we say, it formulates the objectives of the organization, that where we have to reach, what we have to do, what are our goals and ambitions, what should be taken, and what are the directions through which we proceed to achieve the goal. So we say that this planning, it provides direction, it gives a way, it gives guidance to any type of management. If there is no planning, what would happen? Employees would they would definitely work, but they would work in different directions, and hence we cannot dream the success of any type of management if there is no particular direction in which all the employees, whether they are the top management, they are middle management, or they are the lower management, their subordinates, they will proceed. Certainly they would proceed, but they will just follow different directions, and ultimately the organizational goals would not be achieved. So it's first thing that it provides direction. Second is it reduces risk of uncertainty. मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया कि फ्यूचर जो इज अनसर्टन, वी कैन नॉट से एनीथिंग अबाउट फ्यूचर, that how much success chances are with us. So when we formulate any type of planning, we just draw out a plan, it would certainly reduce the risk of uncertainty. Although there is always risk of uncertainty in future, but planning reduces this uncertainty risk, because we have already decided what we have to do, when we have to do, how we have to do, and who are the people who have to do this work. The things are unexpected. There are unexpected changes in future. Uncertain events can happen in future. So we can identify the dangers and we will try our best to overcome them. So the remedies can be found. The uncontrolled things, they can be just viewed, and certain remedies can be tried to find out, and then we will certainly try to overcome them. We will find out the remedies to them. So planning reduces the risk of direction, this risk of uncertainty, because planning, it is related, it is attached with future, and future is full of uncertainties. So when there is planning, it reduces the risk of uncertainty. Although it cannot eliminate uncertainties, but it reduces the risk of uncertainty. Third is planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. इसका मतलब यह है कि अगर एक शख्स जो है उसे एक काम दिया जाता है। अगर प्लानिंग न हो, पहले ही एक शख्स को ये बात क्लियर न हो कि मुझे क्या करना है, तो एक काम को करने के लिए 10 आदमी दौड़ पड़ेंगे। तो नेचुरली उसमें क्या होगा कि कुछ काम जो है दे विल बी रेंडर्ड अनअटेंडेड, यानी कुछ काम करने के लिए आदमी ही ना हो, और ऐसे भी काम हों जिनको करने के लिए ज़्यादा लोग मैसर होंगे। देयर विल बी मोर लेबर विल बी available for a particular job, for a particular activity, whereas some activities will not be attended. So it reduces overlapping because there are different departments, there are different individuals. If there is no planning, there will not be any type of coordination. So planning ensures smooth functioning of the business. There will be no misunderstanding. There will not be any type of confusion between the employees. So it minimizes the useless activities, यानी ऐसे काम जिनका कोई फायदा न हो, वो प्लानिंग उनको कम करता है, उन एक्टिविटीज को, उन दिस एक्शंस को। थर्ड इज प्लानिंग प्रमोट्स इनोवेटिव आइडियाज। मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया है कि एक इंटरप्रीनियर जो है, एक बिजनेसमैन जो है, ये तभी कामयाब हो सकता है जब मार्केट में कुछ नया ये करने के लिए इसकी चाहत हो। तो उन्हें कहा जाता है इनोवेटिव आइडिया, न्यू आइडियाज, क्रिएटिव आइडियाज। सो व्हेन वी जस्ट assign the activities to many people according to their capacities, their capabilities, so they try to be innovative in their ideas, in their works, in their performances. So a particular job is given to a particular person according to his experience, according to his different kinds of these technical capabilities. So it would certainly promote innovative ideas in them. So when there is no planning, there will not be innovative this idea in any person. So this manager gives different types of works to different people. He remains free. So it also creates an innovative idea in mind of a manager, because he has limited work to perform. He has limited work, and for that work he will create innovations. He would have innovative ideas to perform that work, and it's a small chunk of work to perform. The people would certainly do their business in the prosperity of their unit, in the development, in the progress of their unit. So the fifth is planning facilitates decision making. यानी प्लानिंग में क्या होता है, इसमें फैसला जात जो हैं लिए जाते हैं, because the people who are assigned different types of work, they just look ahead, they decide in advance, they had best alternatives for their works. So when they perform any course of action, when they perform any type of this activity, they decide in advance, they analyze the things, they select the best these alternatives, they have best alternatives with them, they perform the work with some logic. So what would happen, that they have best decisions at their disposal. So planning, when we say planning, this is one of the important points of the planning, that it would facilitate decision making power. They have to decide in advance, they have to decide in the benefit of their unit. Now the last is planning establishes standard for controlling. I already told you that the people have small chunk of work to perform. The people are given as per their experience, they are given work as per their experience, their capability, their competency. So in that very context, they would control their work in best way. So when they have Best planning, when they have thought about the things in advance, what would happen? They would control the things, because every person, it has limited capability. Every person has experience in a particular type of field, and he is given the work in that very field. He would have control also in that very field. He would have control on his unit. He would have control on his limited this amount of people who work in his unit. So he would certainly have control over the performance of the people, over the unit, over the technical persons. There will be no deviation from the work. So it is one of the important points that planning establishes standards for control. So when we say control, it is always exercised in the light of planning. So when there is planning, there is control. When there is no planning, there is no control, because the people, they would work according to their own choice, according to their own interest. They have individual interests, so they cannot be controlled by their higher officials, by their boss, by the managers, by the owners. So these are 6 points which reveal that how much planning is important, and without planning, what would happen in any type of management. So I think this is enough for today. Inshallah, tomorrow we will just try to work to know that what are the limitations of planning. Till then, thanks.